third practical today. Our third practical is to perform the to allow the reaction students to identify the type of reaction by studying the reaction and recording the observation students. Here, when we'll start with the reactions, our first reaction is of magnesium Mg plus oxygen O2. What we'll get is magnesium oxide MgO will get, students. Now here I'll show you the experiment. Here Mg, magnesium, we are having magnesium ribbon here, students. You can see this. This is a magnesium ribbon. I'll just bring it near. You can see, students, this is magnesium ribbon. Now what I'll do, students, I'll take it, I'll use holder, and in this holder I'll just attach it so that I'll not have to hold it with the hand. Now see, in this holder I've taken Mg, magnesium ribbon. I'm having spirit lamp. I'm having spirit lamp. I'll just fire on this spirit lamp. So just a second, students. So now spirit lamp is fired on. Now what I'll do, I'll take this magnesium ribbon and I'll just hold it in fire. You will find after some time it will start burning with the luminous flame, students. You can see it is burning with luminous flame. It is burning with luminous flame. You can see, students, and down here up it is burning. Down you can see the white color ash is there, students. White color ash is there. This white color ash is of magnesium oxide. This white color ash which is falling down is of magnesium oxide. You can see white color ash here left. This is of magnesium oxide. When magnesium metal, when you will give heat energy, it reacts with the oxygen in our surrounding, and what we will get is magnesium oxide, students. We will get magnesium oxide. It burns with the luminous flame, student. It burns with the luminous flame. So this is our first reaction. Here reaction is Mg plus O2 MgO, students. I'll repeat again. 2 Mg plus O2 will get 2 MgO. Magnesium oxide will be formed when the magnesium will react with the oxygen present in our atmosphere around us. It gives magnesium oxide. For this reaction, we are giving heat energy from outside, and that's why it is endothermic reaction, students. Endothermic reaction, heat is given. But here at present, we are able to see that there are two reactants and only single product is formed. Only single product is formed, so it is a combination reaction. So you will remember, it is a combination reaction. It is a combination reaction. Why it is combination reaction? Because we are having two reactants and we are getting only a single product, and that's why it is a combination reaction. Not only that, but also here we are giving heat energy from outside. Heat energy is required, that's why it is an endothermic reaction. So you'll remember, students. Now we'll continue with the second practical. For second practical, I'll keep it away. Now we don't need this spirit lamp. Our second reaction, when we'll talk about it, is of zinc plus sulfuric acid. When zinc reacts with the sulfuric acid, zinc sulfate is formed plus H2 gas is released. H2 gas is released. Zn plus H2SO4. Zn plus H2SO4 will get ZnSO4 plus H2 gas. Plus H2 gas. Students, for this experiment, I'll take a test tube. I'll take a test tube. I'll take it in a test tube holder. It is hot, so I'll keep it away. I'll not use this holder. I'll use another holder. In this holder, I'll take test tube. Here, in this test tube, I'll first take sulfuric acid, students. I'll take sulfuric acid. I'm having sulfuric acid with me. In this bottle, we are having sulfuric acid. You can see, you can read the name, students. It is clearly written H2SO4 sulfuric acid, students. Now, what I'll do, students, I'll take sulfuric acid from this bottle. Just a second, students. Now, I'll take sulfuric acid in this test tube. See here, students, you can see it. There is no bubble. Is there any bubble? No bubble. There is no bubble in this test tube. Now I am having zinc. Zinc is in a granule form we are having. If it is in powder form, it will be more reactive. You will able to see more good result. But at present in our lab, we are having in granule form. So we'll use granule form only. I'll just remove it out and I'll show you what is zinc. Zinc is a metal, students. Zinc is a metal. I'll show you zinc granules. I'll just remove you out and I'll show you. Students, you can see these are the zinc granules. It is of silver color, students. It is a silver color metal. It is zinc granule, students. It is a zinc granule. Now we'll continue with the reaction. See, initially when you will see, there is no bubble, students. Is there any bubble? Now what I'll do, I'll just put some granules of zinc. See, now you'll able to see the bubbles. You can see bubbles, students. You can see bubbles. Yeah, these bubbles are of H2 gas. These bubbles are of H2 gas. When I put more zinc granules, the number of bubbles will be more, the reaction will be there, and more hydrogen gas will come out, students. You can see now how the bubbles are formed. These bubbles are of H2 gas, students. These bubbles are of H2 gas. Now what I'll do, students, just a second. I'll take a candle. I'll just enlight it. Just a second, students. So now students, you will pay attention. Sorry, just a second, students. Now you need to pay attention, students. You need to pay attention. You will just see what happens. You will able to hear a sound, students. You will able to hear a sound. Just pay attention, students. You heard? You heard this sound, students? Yeah, this sound is there because of H2 gas, because of the H2 gas. When now I'll bring it near, it will not give any sound, but you will able to see that the fire, this light, fire will burn with the crackling sound. Just see, observe it. See, you can see here, students. See, now it will burn with the crackling sound. See, because of the hydrogen gas, it is burning with the crackling sound. See, you just pay attention towards the fire. You will see that. See, now it is in control, or you can say it is silent. But when I bring it near, you will able to see the fluctuation will be there in the fire, students. See, you can observe it. You can see, students. This is because of H2 gas. H2 gas is coming out. H2 gas is coming out from the this solution, students. Reaction is taking place, and the H2 gas is coming out, students. Now I'll keep this test tube separate. So this is our second reaction, students. This is our second reaction. When you will take H2SO4, you will add zinc granule in it. What will happen, students? It will react with the H2SO4. Zinc granules, zinc will react with H2SO4. Zinc will displace hydrogen from H2SO4 and it will form ZnSO4. Zinc sulfate will be formed and H2 gas will remain alone. H2 gas will come out, students. H2 gas will come out. So this is our second reaction. This is our second reaction. Let us continue with, see here, students, the rate of reaction is so fast. You can see, students, we had only half of the teaspoon, sorry, half of the test tube. Now its size, you can see how much is there. So this is because of the reaction, students. Now what I'll do, I'll just continue with the next reaction. I'll continue with the next reaction. Here you will just remember we are having two reactants and two products. Two reactant, that is Zn is there, H2SO4 is there, and two products are there. Two products are ZnSO4 and H2 gas. But here what is happening? Zinc displaces the hydrogen and ZnSO4 is formed. And as zinc displaces the hydrogen, this is called displacement reaction, students. This reaction is called displacement reaction. Now let us move ahead. We'll see the third reaction, students. I'll show you third reaction now. When we'll learn third reaction, here we are having PbNO3. Lead nitrate is there, students. PbNO3 twice. Lead nitrate is there. This lead nitrate, what we'll do, we'll heat it. To heat it, we'll use this bigger test tube, students. In this test tube, I'll take lead nitrate. Students, we are having lead nitrate here. You can see here PbNO3 twice. Lead nitrate is there. This lead nitrate I'll take in this test tube. Just a second, students. for this, yeah, we are having this teaspoon. See, we'll just take lead nitrate in this. Just a second, students. I'll take some lead nitrates. Just a second, students. See, lead nitrate is taken. It is of white color, students. It is of white color. You can see. I'll show you. See, this is of white color, students. You can see this. This is of white color. Now, when I heat it, you will find. See, this full test tube is transparent. Is there any red color or reddish brown color? No. But when I start to heat it, you will find that a reddish brown color flame will come out of nitrogen dioxide. Just a second, students. I'll start with the practical and I'll show you the practical here, students. Just a second. I'll take holder. See, students. See here. I'll give heat energy. I'll heat it. Slowly you will find a gas will come, nitrogen dioxide gas will come, and the surface of test tube will become reddish brown because of that reddish brown color gas. Only few seconds, when we'll heat it, you will able to see reddish brown color. See the color, the surface of the test tube is changing now. The color of the test tube of surface of the test tube is changing now. See, fumes are coming out. It is in a very small ratio, that's why it is not visible at present, but slowly when the amount will increase, we will able to see it. We will continue here. PbNO3 twice, it is taken in test tube and we are giving heat energy with the help of this spirit lamp. See, students, now the color is changing slowly. Nitrogen dioxide gas is coming out. You will able to see nitrogen dioxide gas. NO2 gas will come out. See, the color is changing now. It is becoming reddish brown, students. It is becoming reddish brown color. See, in this experiment, what we are going to do, we are going to use, see, now you can see fumes, students, reddish brown color gas is coming out. You can see, students, I'll just bring it near to you. See, you can see, students, see, reddish brown color fume is coming out. Now what I'll do, I'll use litmus paper. I'm going to use litmus paper. This is of blue color, students. Blue color litmus paper is there, students. You can see this is of blue color. Now I'll put it in this, see here. When I'll keep it there near the mouth of the test tube, you will find that the color of the litmus paper will change. It will turn red, students. You can see it is turned red. You can see red color. See, above it is blue, down it is red. This is red because of NO2 gas, students. So what is the nature of NO2 gas? Will you tell me? It is acidic or basic? Blue to red. That means it is acidic in nature. NO2 gas is acidic in nature. You can see fumes, students. Fumes are coming out. So these fumes are coming out. Now what I'll do, students, I'll use this candle. I'll just put it off. See, I'll use this candle. When I'll keep it here near, you will see flame. See, flame. Just a second, students. See, I'll turn it on. See, gas is coming out. I'll just bring it little up away so that you will able to see. When I'll bring it near, what will happen? The fire size of the flame will increase, students. The size of the flame is going to increase when I'll bring it here. See, you can see, students, because oxygen is also coming out. Oxygen is also coming out here. When I'll keep it away, it will not. See, you can see it is normal now here. See, this is because of the oxygen is also there, students. Oxygen is also there. Oxygen supports fire, students. Oxygen supports fire. Will you remember this? Okay, so this is our third reaction. This is our third reaction, students. Now I'll just put it off. I'll keep it away. So students, we have completed with all the three reactions, students. We have completed with all the three reactions. Here in this reaction, we are having only one reactant. Here in this reaction, only one reactant is there, and that is PbNO3 twice. And we are getting three products. First is PbO. First is PbO, which is left at the bottom. Second, NO2 gas, which is coming out of a reddish brown color, and plus oxygen is also coming out, and because of that oxygen, we saw that fire, that the flame of the candle was getting increase in size, students. And this is the experiment. We are having single reactant and three products we are getting in this reaction. Since this is a single reactant and three product, it is called as decomposition. One single reactant is getting decomposed in three product, students. Here one single reactant is getting decomposed in three products, that is NO2, PbO, and the third one is oxygen. It is called as decomposition reaction. It is called as decomposition reaction. So these are the three reactions we had to study in this practical number 2. Now we'll stop. In next lecture we'll learn the third practical. Okay, students, so here we'll stop with